China is not just building simple roads. They are fundamentally redefining the very limits of our planet. Where nature's mountains should have won, they built the impossible. Rising high above the clouds, these structures stand as a testament to human ambition, conquering heights that were once considered completely out of reach for any civilization. Every steel cable and every concrete pillar tells a story of survival. These engineering marvels must withstand the elements while supporting thousands of tons of moving weight. As darkness falls, the mountains come alive with rivers of light. These highways never sleep, serving as the luminous nervous system of a nation that refuses to stop. Looking up from the abyss, the towers seem to pierce the sky itself. This is where architecture meets the divine, creating a gateway between the earth and heavens. In the mist, the boundary between reality and fantasy blurs. This isn't just infrastructure. It's a bridge to a future that many thought could never be constructed. The sheer height is dizzying, yet millions of people cross these spans with total confidence, trusting in the math and the courage of those who built them. This is the ultimate challenge from hell. A landscape so vertical and so broken that traditional road building was deemed a fool's errand for over 1,000 years. For centuries, the people of Guizhou and Yunnan were prisoners of their own geography. Deep valleys and sharp peaks created a wall that no trade could pass. The karst terrain is a nightmare for engineers. It is a Swiss cheese of caves, underground rivers, and unstable limestone that swallows traditional foundations without any warning. Nature here is aggressive. Torrential rains and frequent landslides meant that any road built by traditional methods would be reclaimed by the mountain in just a few seasons. To connect these forgotten lands, China had to launch a technical revolution. They needed to dream bigger than anyone had ever dared to dream in civil engineering. Isolation was a way of life. Entire villages lived within sight of each other, but were separated by days of treacherous hiking across the vertical mountain walls. The first step was the hardest, measuring the impossible. Surveyors hung from ropes on cliff faces just to find a single point to place a bridge pier. This isolation meant poverty and a lack of access to healthcare and education. The highway was not just about speed, it was a desperate lifeline for survival. Gravity is the enemy here. Every piece of equipment and every bag of cement had to be hauled up slopes that goats would struggle to climb effectively. These rivers carved the land into a maze. Crossing them meant building bridges at heights that would make even the most experienced high-altitude workers feel uneasy. The rock itself is deceptive. What looks solid can be hollow, forcing engineers to pump thousands of tons of grout into hidden caverns before building any structure. The vision was clear: to ignore the terrain and fly over it. If the ground would not support a road, they would build one in the sky. When the mountains could not be bypassed, they were conquered from within. Giant machines, the size of skyscrapers, began to chew through the very heart of the earth. Inside these tunnels, a hidden army of workers battles high-pressure water leaks and unstable rock. It is a subterranean war against the weight of the mountain. What once took hours of dangerous climbing now takes seconds of smooth driving. These tunnels have turned impassable barriers into high-speed corridors of commerce and connection. In the cities and mountains alike, space is a luxury. The result is the Qiankun Interchange, a 5-story maze of ramps that looks like a mechanical heart. Behind the steel and concrete are the people. Thousands of laborers working in 8-hour shifts, 24 hours a day, to ensure the project never stops moving. Blasting through hard rock requires surgical precision. A single mistake could cause a catastrophic collapse, burying months of work and many lives under the mountain. The scale of debris is staggering. Millions of cubic meters of earth are removed, processed, and often recycled back into the very concrete used for the roads. This is a 3-dimensional highway system. Above ground, bridges soar. Below ground, a complex web of intersections ensures that traffic flows without ever needing to stop. Technology monitors every heartbeat of the mountain. Sensors embedded in the walls detect the slightest movement, allowing engineers to react before nature can reclaim its territory. The transition is breathtaking. Drivers emerge from the darkness of the earth directly onto a platform in the sky, suspended hundreds of meters above the valley floor. This is brute force combined with elegant design. Each kilometer of road represents a victory over a landscape that was never meant to be tamed by man. Behold, the Pingtang Bridge, where the towers rise like concrete redwoods from the depths of the valley. This is the pinnacle of modern structural engineering design. At these heights, the wind is a constant physical force. Engineers must have nerves of steel, working in conditions that would paralyze most people with pure fear. There is no room for error when your office is in the sky. One slip, one loose bolt, and the consequences are final in this vertical workplace. Innovation is the key to success. Custom-built robots perform the dangerous tasks of inspecting and threading the massive steel cables that hold the entire bridge aloft. Each bridge segment weighs hundreds of tons. Lifting them into place in high winds requires a level of precision that rivals the assembly of a Swiss watch. The moment of connection is the ultimate test. After years of planning and construction, the two sides must meet with a tolerance of just a few millimeters. This is not ordinary concrete. It is a high-performance recipe designed to last a century, resisting the corrosive effects of moisture and extreme temperature fluctuations. The result is a masterpiece of geometry. These bridges are not just functional, they are beautiful, adding a human-made elegance to the wild and rugged natural landscape. Every connection is vital. Thousands of these bolts hold the skeleton of the bridge together, bearing the weight of a nation's progress on their steel shoulders. As the final layer of asphalt is laid, a new era begins. What was once a gap of hours is now a journey of just a few minutes. The triumph is complete. Man has not just inhabited the mountains, he has conquered them, creating a path where the earth said no path could exist. These highways are the heavy-duty arteries of a global power. Every day, millions of tons of cargo move across these bridges, fueling a massive economic engine. The flow is constant and relentless. What were once isolated mountain villages are now connected to the largest ports and markets in the entire modern world. Speed is the new reality. These highways have slashed travel times, turning what used to be a grueling multi-day trek into a simple afternoon drive for everyone. From above, the movement looks organic. It is the pulse of a society in motion, a constant stream of people and goods building a better tomorrow. For the people, it is a miracle of convenience. Families are reunited, students can reach universities, and the sick can finally access the specialized medical care they need. Modern technology keeps the traffic moving. High-speed electronic tolling ensures that the efficiency of the highway is never compromised by the need to slow down. At night, the engineering becomes art. The bridges illuminate the darkness, standing as glowing monuments to human ingenuity and the persistent desire for total connectivity. For the drivers, these roads offer safety and comfort. No more narrow cliffside paths or dangerous hairpin turns. Just smooth, wide lanes and clear directions ahead. Even in the middle of nowhere, there is life. These service stations provide a vital resting point, supporting the thousands of drivers who keep the country moving. The economic ripple effect is profound. Local farmers can now ship their produce to the city in hours, bringing wealth and opportunity to previously impoverished regions. This is a multimodal revolution. High-speed rail and highways work together, creating a logistics network that is among the most efficient ever seen in history. Technology makes the complex simple. Even in the most rugged terrain on Earth, satellite navigation guides millions of people safely to their distant destinations. We have claimed the airspace of the mountains, where once only birds could soar. Now family cars and cargo trucks move with the same effortless grace. These roads are the foundation of modern commerce. They enable the rapid delivery of goods that sustain a population of over 1.4 billion people. The journey never truly ends. This network continues to grow, reaching into the furthest corners of the continent to ensure no one is left behind anymore. Building them was only the first battle. Keeping these highways open during the brutal mountain winters is a never-ending war against the cold and the wind. Maintenance teams work through the night in freezing temperatures. They are the unsung heroes who ensure that even a blizzard cannot sever the nation's lifelines. Precision monitoring is constant. High-tech sensors and climbing robots check for the slightest signs of wear, catching potential problems before they can become real dangers. Maintenance is a vertical challenge. Technicians hang hundreds of meters in the air just to inspect a single joint, ensuring the structural integrity of the bridge. The bridge must breathe. Expansion joints allow the structure to stretch and shrink with temperature changes, preventing the concrete from cracking under the extreme thermal stress. From a central command, every inch of the road is watched. Advanced AI monitors traffic patterns and weather conditions to keep everyone safe 24 hours a day. Knowledge is the best defense. Years of data and experience are used to constantly refine maintenance protocols, making the highways safer with every passing year. Nature may throw its worst at these structures, but they were built to endure. They are permanent scars of victory on a landscape that once defied human passage. The scale is truly hard to comprehend until you see it from above. A chain of giants, connecting worlds that were once separated by an eternity of rock. This is the legacy of the workers. Their sweat and sacrifice have changed the face of the earth, proving that no obstacle is too great for human determination. Every morning, these bridges stand as a reminder of what we can achieve. They are more than just roads. They are symbols of a nation's rise. For the next generation, the impossible is now normal. They will grow up in a world where mountains are no longer barriers, but merely beautiful scenery. We have woven a new fabric across the planet. This network is the nervous system of our civilization, pulsing with the energy of 1 billion human lives. History will remember these names. These are the modern-day titans who dared to challenge the very foundations of the earth and emerged completely victorious in their quest. There is a strange harmony here now. The raw power of nature and the cold precision of engineering have found a way to coexist in stunning beauty. The journey toward the future is paved with steel and concrete. We are moving forward at a pace that was once unimaginable to our ancestors. Here, between the clouds and the stars, we have written a new chapter in the history of our species. The mountains have lost their ancient war. The future is built on a foundation of courage and math. We have proven that if we can dream it, we can surely build it here. So we drive on into the light of a new world. They said it couldn't be done, but here we are, building the future on the sky.